here we are, almost 2 years later. Who was proven right? Roger Stone. That's our platinum value, and it's why we're under attack, because we're the most successful operation in the country to defend this damn republic. And if people don't stand with us, fine. I don't even mind going down. I'm sick of fighting this hard. But if people don't know that we're the platinum standard of fighting for this republic and kicking globalist ass, then to hell with everybody, because we're under total frickin' attack.
We were the first media outlet in the country, really, to expose the 25th Amendment plot. Now, for those who don't know what the 25th Amendment is, it is an amendment to the Constitution that holds that if a majority of the cabinet plus the vice president believe the president has been incapacitated and they co-sign a letter, that removes him from office with the proviso that he can appeal that decision to the House of Representatives. I reported right here on InfoWars that was afoot. We learned subsequently that Rod Rosenstein was one of the leading progenitors of this plan, that he actually volunteered in the wake of James Comey's firing to wear a wire to try to entrap the president in a 25th Amendment takedown. We now have not only a statement by Andrew McCabe, but more importantly, 2 senior FBI agents who testified under oath before the Congress also confirmed that they were a party to FBI meetings about this very plot to take down the president.
I'm feeling high.
Disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back live on this Monday edition. Owen Schroyer is there in the ATX studio. Roger Stone is in his studio in Florida. And again, everybody watches Netflix, everybody watches HBO, everybody watches Superman and Star Wars. That's not real. I know you know that. I'm not being condescending. This is the real deal. We published over 50 articles, over 100 reports, specifically saying and naming the FBI agents and the CIA agents who were part of a cabal put in by the Clintons and the Bushes, and specifically how they were planning the coup, the illegal intelligence, the illegal spying, covering up for their own Russiagate, how they plan to intimidate members of the cabinet and create a hysteria that the president was unfit to lead, and to overturn the election, remove Pence, and install Pelosi. Now they publicly admit this. Every show on Netflix or HBO or ABC or CBS or NBC children's shows that's based in contemporary times literally shows white people murdering and killing Hispanics everywhere. Literally shows white people lynching blacks everywhere. Literally shows everyone being the KKK who's white to create a race war. It's in the WikiLeaks of Democrats are playing this, so they have thrown everything they've got at the American people. And just like this big black activist has come out and said it's on InfoWars.com, that the government, the rogue government is trying to create a race war, and that Jesse Smollett should be arrested. Exactly. It's not just, I guarantee you folks, Smollett got directed to do that. That's why his producer, that's why the managers, it's why the network is defending him no matter what. Is because, ladies and gentlemen, you go to a Trump rally, there are people that go inside who buy brand new mega hats and attack. There are people that attack the police and say they're Trump supporters. We caught it in the WikiLeaks 2.5 years ago that it was Democrats doing it. And by the way, Hillary was funding it. They would dress up like Bernie people and attack Trump supporters as well. I'm not defending Sanders, it's just true. So this is what's going on. And Roger Stone was one of the first people on InfoWars. Obviously, he's indicted because of it. on this very show, and again, we're going to have big articles written. We're not about tooting our own horns. But that's why they're trying to destroy us. And then that means we know how to counter them. That going back 2017, by March, we were writing articles saying deep state planning coup against Trump using 25th Amendment. I looked it up. Over 50 articles on Infowars.com. Just type into a search engine, deep state planning coup against Trump, deep state planning 25th Amendment coup, Infowars.com. Type those terms in, hit enter. That's how you get around the censors. You put the Infowars.com in the search box. Okay? And you will see it. Now, again, that's why they want us off air. We said Smollett 2 weeks ago, day one, I said, I bet this is staged. Nobody's out in Chicago in the freezing cold in the middle of the night wearing MAGA hats beating up a black dude, okay? I mean, rednecks would probably take a black guy out riding around on four-wheelers and get him drunk. I mean, that's what real rednecks do. It isn't going on. It isn't happening. The last real racial attack they had was just the black guys and the white guys hate each other in prison, and the one guy had been a gang leader in prison, and the white supremacists drugged the black guy to death like 15 years ago in Texas. And then later, some other black members of the gang found a white guy and drug him to death. It's all terrible. It's stupid. It's bad. It's evil. We're not saying racism doesn't exist, but my God, folks, you go to the Middle East, you go to Somalia 5 minutes after you're out of your car. If you're an American, I don't care if you're black or white, if you're an American, you are kidnapped and you are tortured and you are sold for ransom. And the ransom ain't paid, you're killed. So let's stop demonizing America all day and stop thinking we import all this evil culture and have people reject American culture. You want to come here and adopt our culture of freedom and free market and success, then I'm all about it. But you want to come here and piss and crap all over it, I'm not. So here's the big news. The balloon has gone up. It's happening. And so the bad news is myself, Infowars.com, everything we're doing is under massive globalist attack, unprecedented, the dirty tricks, the attacks, everything they're doing, taking bank accounts away, the lawsuits, taking sponsors away, because they keep freaking out saying, my God, how does Alex Jones know all this? I want to bring Roger Stone up on the 25th Amendment, but Roger, I mentioned this to you back at the time. The crew got the call from the Secret Service. I got some other visits and some things, and they literally were not just investigating me. They were saying, no, we found out that the deep state is investigating you. They want to know how you have this intel, but the president heard about it and thought, well, how does he have that intel? So in their attempt to shut me up and start a national security investigation, that is the rogue FBI and CIA, that triggered the Secret Service to then actually contact me and say, who do you think the ringleader is? And I said, you know who the ringleader is. It's Barack Hussein Obama, and it's Hillary Clinton. And they were just like, yes. I'm like, yeah. So you better decide which side you're on. You better take action. Well, here we are almost 2 years later. Who was proven right, Roger Stone? That's our platinum value. And it's why we're under attack, because we're the most successful operation in the country to defend this damn republic. And if people don't stand with us, fine. I don't even mind going down. I'm sick of fighting this hard. But if people don't know that we're the platinum standard of fighting for this republic and kicking globalist ass, then to hell with everybody, because we're under total frickin' attack. Bring Roger in.
All right, Alex. I think you summed that up extraordinarily well. You're absolutely right. This is a classic example of InfoWars presenting tomorrow's news today. We were the first media outlet in the country, really, to expose the 25th Amendment plot. Now, for those who don't know what the 25th Amendment is, it is an amendment to the Constitution that holds that if a majority of the cabinet plus the vice president believe the president has been incapacitated and they co-sign a letter, that removes him from office with the proviso that he can appeal that decision to the House of Representatives. I reported right here on InfoWars that was afoot. We learned subsequently that Rod Rosenstein was one of the leading progenitors of this plan, that he actually volunteered in the wake of James Comey's firing to wear a wire to try to entrap the president in a 25th Amendment takedown. We now have not only the statement by Andrew McCabe, but more importantly, 2 senior FBI agents who testified under oath before the Congress also confirmed that they were a party to FBI meetings about this very plot to take down the president. The first time this surfaced, Rosenstein tried to say he was joking, he was only jesting. Rod, that's not very funny. And you spoke about it on more than one occasion. Additionally, the counsel at the FBI began to review the legality of such a move. This is open sedition. This is treasonous activity. There is no evidence whatsoever that the president is incapacitated. You just don't like his policies. You don't like the fact that he's broken up the globalist cabal. And if he's so incapacitated, why do we have 4.8 million new jobs, for example?
Roger, we're about to go to break. We're going to come back and get into this because you were instrumental in breaking it all almost 2 years ago. But here's the bottom line. It's not just that we broke it. We carried the ball. We got it to the president. They opened a national security investigation on me after they'd done one on you, literally stating, and I've heard this from high-level individuals from multiple agencies, that Jones must have foreign intelligence on our phone lines to know. No, I know big piles of traitorous crap when I see it, and then these idiots were all bragging about most of it on TV. They think we're stupid. They're the ones that are stupid. We didn't just break it. We fired the bat signal 2 years ago, and that's why we're now a fire base under total destruction order, because we are dutiful, patriot Americans committed to this republic and our country and our elected president. That's why we're under attack. But I'm just telling the president, everybody else, damn it, we need support now, right now. We need support because the enemy knows we're going to break the next big story. They know our gaze and our understanding of the operations is so deep, they want us shut down. We're going to go to break, ladies and gentlemen. Roger Stone's going to come back and talk more. This is just so epic. The good news is we've come a long way. We're having some major success right now, but let me tell you, we're in the thick of the fights. Whatever you do, however you're listening, spread the word. Don't tune in Infowars.com. Right now, Infowars.com, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, here's the good news. I said it earlier in the day. It's absolutely true. We are, I would say, winning by about 56% right now. We had to use numbers in a metric of 100. The enemy is at about 47% right now. And they have been caught. They have done every bit of race baiting, every bit of culture war, every bit of lying, every bit of nastiness. They have exhausted every trick they've got. They have run false flags. They have staged fake racial attacks. They have just, every racial attack we've seen, literally 99% of them in the last 2 years, has been later confirmed to be fake, and that's the good news. Now that people know that those that stage attacks stand to gain from them, now that they're being investigated, that power is being taken away. And now that any video, like the Covington school kids we saw, that was totally staged, now that we know what to look for, it doesn't matter. They can't censor everybody. One mother, one father, one school teacher, one firefighter, one police officer, one lawyer, one doctor, one auto mechanic, going out to public events, just videotaping what's happening at any big public event. You're going to see the left come up and provocateur. You're going to see them attack innocent groups and stage and cut videos. After they punch you in the face, they'll stand back when you get mad and say, I'm a veteran, leave me alone. And then say, F you, white scum, we'll kill you soon. Your mother's a piece of filth married to your father. And then, oh, I'm a nice Hispanic. Why are you being mean to me? And again, these are paid operatives. They have a criminal operation, a will to commit evil. And they think it's their time. We were in the middle of a revolution by the globalists to take over the world. But all over the world, instead, it's a revolution against them. So we have the upper hand. But maximum energy is now needed. Maximum focus. And that means don't just support InfoWars. Unless you want these godless devil worshippers to win that want to kill babies after they're born and are actually doing it. Get out there. Videotape. Start your own YouTube, your own Facebook, your own Twitter, but build your own website where you back it up on third-party sites in case they censor you. They can't stop us all. If you mobilize and take action, it's over. But going back to Roger Stone and Owen Schroyer, we've seen so many big victories here, and this whole Jesse Smollett guy and all of this and how they're doubling down, clearly showing the networks involved, ABC's involved. Everything they do turns to pure crap. It's the opposite of the Midas touch because they're now not operating in the dark with a group of gullible people. They're operating under a giant spotlight. And yeah, there's some idiots that are still going to buy it, but censorship, I want the enemy to hear this. censorship is not going to give you air superiority because no one buys a damn thing you do. Roger Stone, Owen Schroyer.
All right, Alex, thank you very much. We are picking it up from there. Owen and I tried to clarify for people a question that seems to still be very much on everyone's minds. The very first interview I gave after a judge ordered a gag order in my case was with InfoWars on the War Room. That's right. I have not been gagged. My First Amendment free speech rights have not been abridged. I'm entitled to speak anywhere on any subject other than inside the courthouse or on the steps of the courthouse, which is fairly standard. Interestingly enough, the judge did put a gag order on all of the witnesses and all of the attorneys involved in my case. So there's the clarification. Now, you wouldn't know that, Owen, from reading Politico or reading the New York Times or the Washington Post, all of whom read the headline, but none of whom seemingly read the actual order.
Well, let's just take a brief look at all the fake news as we talk about the latest fake news about your case, Roger. Okay, we've got the Jussie Smollett hoax. You've got the Covington Catholic lie and attack. You've got the Justice Brett Kavanaugh lie and attack. You can go even back further. Remember when Trump was in, I believe it was Japan, and he was feeding the koi fish, and they said, oh, look at Trump. He doesn't care about Japanese tradition. He just dumped the whole food in the koi pond. And it was like, no, that was what they did. That was the whole thing. They all did it, but they cut it and lie about it. They said he removed the Martin Luther King bust from the White House. Another fake news hoax. I mean, these people engage in fake news hoax after fake news hoax after fake news hoax after fake news. It's like, Roger, it's like they don't even know how to tell the truth anymore. It's like their instinct is to lie now.
By the way, we're going to co-host into the next hour. I didn't explain that. We're going to push. Stuart is doing a great job back 15 minutes, so I'm not leaving. I wanted to get your take here. But listen, there's so many hoaxes, we should just try to list them. It would take hours to do it. But Roger, what about this one? They said that Owen and I said no one died at Parkland. Well, we never said that. We broke that the police stood down, which was later confirmed. They've admitted it. So we had the students on, and CNN said the students were actors, what they claimed us of saying. And then they got more lawsuits filed against me with Sandy Hook parents saying we sued because we were told Alex Jones was sending people to Florida homes coming after them. So again, the media is just completely engaged in a wall of fraud. Unless we can get into your whole Russiagate thing, Roger. We can get into how they said that you were gagged and it wasn't true. I want to do that next hour, 15 minutes. But what do you make of this gargantuan 25th Amendment blowing up everywhere and being all over the news and now being admitted? I mean, this is so spectacular. What does Trump do now?
There was a spectacular piece by Mark Penn, who was actually a Democratic strategist who ran Hillary Clinton's previous presidential campaign. But Republican or Democrat, he hit it right on the head. We have uncovered an abuse of power that makes Watergate look like small potatoes. There was a coup d'etat planned within the highest echelons of the FBI and the Obama Justice Department, and then they actually effectuated it under Donald Trump to remove a duly elected Republican president simply because they didn't like the outcome of the election and because he fired proven perjurer James Comey. And it is coming down around them. It also points out in Penn's incredible piece that the Mueller investigation is the outgrowth of that same effort. Rod Rosenstein, who was standing in as the acting attorney general, appointed Robert Mueller as the special counsel. Robert Mueller's job is to take down Donald Trump. It's ironic that he had auditioned, he had interviewed for the job of FBI director only the day before, and that Donald Trump had wisely decided to pass over Mr. Mueller for that appointment. The very next day, he was appointed the head of the Get Trump Squad. That is a stunning conflict of interest. Last night, I met with Jalen Martin, who is one of the Parkland students who appeared here on InfoWars. And he confirmed everything you just said, Alex. He was there. He was in the building. His life was at danger. You never said, and Owen never said, and no one at InfoWars ever said no one died at Parkland. We correctly, and I objected at the time, and you were right. we now know that 6 officers did stand down. That is an established fact, proven in the local news media here in Florida. So nothing you have reported regarding Parkland is inaccurate or untrue. And the idea that InfoWars was sending people to students' homes in Florida is bogus. It's nonsense. It's false. It's the epitome of fake news.
But what do we do, Roger? Because they use that to take us off Roku. That was at the New York Times. They told them that I was. I mean, we've seen national news report that I threatened to kill Parkland students. That's how they're taking us off the air, is with this criminal lie.
I think only a lawsuit against Roku is going to get us restored. They are desperately afraid of our message here at InfoWars. That's what this is about. When we say InfoWars is the tip of the spear, we're not kidding. When we say that InfoWars is the early warning system for the counter-revolution that they are now trying to foment against the duly elected president and the surge of prosperity and economic growth that he has fostered, we're not kidding. They want to shut us down because of the content of what we say, and they mischaracterize what we say. They try to put words in our mouth, things we've never said. Yet they're the ones who get caught lying again and again and again. Last Friday, CNN, special prosecutor has new evidence of Stone communications with WikiLeaks. Nonsense, fake news. And we here at InfoWars were the first ones to correct it. Thank God for the Daily Beast and a handful of others who got the truth out there right behind InfoWars. This is what we're up against, folks. They want to shut us down because Alex Jones is the Paul Revere of this narrative. He's the early warning system to tell you what the globalists have afoot and what's going to happen next. That's why we need you to go to the InfoWarsStore.com and support us, because without your financial support, there is zero chance that we can counter the counter-revolution.
All right, here we go. Thanks, bro, for being a voice in our crazy times. Anytime. It's an exciting time. We're going to win. Big Bear, can I make some highlight videos of your stuff and upload them and spread the word? The same way they do for Joe Rogan videos. Huge fan, love your vids, keep on fighting the good fight. Please do that. Do you know how many people we're not reaching because I go so long? Tons of people are like, Big Bear, I love your videos. Make them 15 minutes, not 3 hours. And I'm like, well, I try to. And then I start talking about, mind control. And then I start playing Pink Floyd. And then I start trying to make the fire brighter. And then before you know it, I'm 3 hours deep, and everyone's went to bed.
Getting your protein has never been easier with InfoWars Life Protein Bars. Available in delicious chocolate peanut butter and vanilla coconut flavors, these protein bars are the perfect answer for a snack on the go. InfoWars Life Protein Bars are nutrient-packed, portable protein bars for an easy-to-eat and great-tasting meal. Pre- or post-workout fuel alternative. At just 240 calories per bar and 15 grams of protein each, these bars will be your favorite at-hand snack for at home, in the car, at work, or on the go, for getting nutrients easily. High in fiber and nutrients with wholesome ingredients for high-level performance with great taste, such as whey protein and chocolate compounds. These protein bars can help you with the boost you need to reach your goals. Protein-packed and full of fiber and healthy ingredients, InfoWars Life Protein Bars are a can't-miss snack for any InfoWarrior serious about their energy. Try both flavors today at InfoWarsStore.com.